Welcome to episode 132 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Saturday, people. Saturday, the 8th of August, 2020. And I hope you're all doing all right out there. How's it going for you? Are you back to work yet? Are you getting back in the swing of things? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on, really, do we? Even though we all like to fucking cast aspersions. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, middle case scenario. Who knows, people? Who knows? I have been working hard all week, working, a little bit of overtime, get some money in, people. Try and finance some shit to get it off the ground. Whether that works or not is a different matter. Working barely just above minimum wage. I am fucking pandemic working class at the moment. That's it. So still no gigs coming in, really. There's a lot of people doing garden gigs and shit like that, but round people's houses for about 10 people and shit. But I don't know, man. I don't think it's it's not really my thing. I'm still a bit of a purist when it comes to doing it in comedy clubs and shit like that, really, or like pubs or whatever. I like a nice setup to do stand up. So I'm holding at the minute. I'm just waiting it out, people. Just waiting it out and see how things are gonna get on a little bit later. I haven't been up to much, really, this week. Really, Ben? The last few episodes, Ben, what you been doing with yourself? Well, not a great deal, like anybody else, really. Hey, I'm living life as a civilian. Incognito comedian, really. That's it. Trying to crowbar some fucking material I've tried in with people's conversations I have with them. That's it, man, innit? That's what we do. Try and crowbar that in, and somebody goes, oh, you can use that as a bit, and you're already thinking, yeah, that was a bit. Thank you for being my audience member for that, and approving it. Excellent. We'll move on to the next sucker that I can try some material out, because there's no real new material nights running. So let's have a little bit of tea. There we go. Sorry about the silence. I know. It's difficult. I feel it too. Is he going to come back? Is he not going to come back? Why is he going to come back? A few of you thinking, I don't know. So trying to get in the pennies at the minute. Not as many pennies as Mark Zuckerberg, obviously, of Facebook fame, who it said this week has become a centibillionaire, which is... I haven't, I'm using previous knowledge from other stuff. I imagine a centibillionaire he's got $100 billion dollars in the bank. Now that is somebody who doesn't have to work about doing overtime to get to get some fucking money up and running, do they? To get something going for themselves. There's three. Apparently, there's three. There's the geezer from Amazon, Jeff Bezos, is it? Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates, and fucking Zuckerberg now has gone in because his shares have risen because they've got a contender for TikTok. You can't keep up with it forever. Why didn't he just buy TikTok and then take that over? I don't know what that is. Is that's short form videos or something like that? Is it? Let's have a little find out. There's probably people out there who know what TikTok is. I know I've mentioned it before on here, but I just see people sort of like dancing around a bit, doing a song, dancing around a bit. It seems very, what TikTok seems like? It seems like a platform for performing arts students. That's what it seems like. People just fucking dancing around, doing fucking handstands. Lip syncing shit and that sort of thing. And I couldn't think of anything worse than being on a platform that is exclusively for performance art students. Having shared after I did my A levels, I did like a course in it was like music technology, music tech, like while I was waiting to go to university and shit, because I didn't realize I'd get as good grades as I did. I know. I didn't realize I'd get as good grades as I did. So the universities that I got accepted for on my mocks or whatever predicted grades, I could get into a better university. So I decided to hold off a year and do a course. I think it was like a BTEC in music technology or something, but it taught you how to mix and shit. You wouldn't know that, by the way. Just to clarify, you probably wouldn't know that by the sound in the early podcasts. While I thought, oh, that sounds good, that's okay. And obviously it didn't. But yeah, I did a course in music tech, and it was like miking up shit and sort of like mixing stuff down and stuff like that. It was quite interesting. I did it for a year and that sort of thing. But we had to share the same room as, the same building. It was like an outbuilding. There was like 2 rooms and shit like that. We had to share it with all the fucking performing arts students and that, you know, like full black leotards, you know, doing somersaults. You know, you're waiting to go into the room and somebody's doing a fucking somersault past you, or, you know, people acting out and dancing fucking jazz hands in the aisles and that. It was like, I don't know, man. If you could imagine me living next door to the fucking the Glee scenario, that's kind of what it was like. Being next door to that, it was just like, I was like, it just put me off anyone who's ever done performing arts ever. And you can always tell in stand-up somebody who's done performing arts, because they got the confidence, man, and the fucking jazz hands going, and, you know, it reminds me of the sister from Dirty Dancing. Oh, something that's coming up. It reminds me of that sister, you know, that the fucking really forced fucking smile, the fucking hair tied back and that sort of shit. You know, singing that song where she's out of tune. You know, she's not naturally talented like Baby or whatever. Who, you know, started dating like an older man or whatever. You know, Patrick Swayze, God rest his soul. But anyway, let's have a bit more tea. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. So. Yeah, TikTok just seems like a platform for people like that. Short little fucking bursts. Let's have a look. How is it described? TikTok, known in China as Douyin, is a Chinese video sharing social networking service owned by ByteDance. There you go. A Beijing-based internet technology company founded in 2012. I bet it's worth a fucking fortune. Why is TikTok banned? What? On 29th of June, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology banned TikTok along with 58 other Chinese apps, stating a threat to the sovereignty and security of the country. Where's that? After the military clash between Indian and Chinese troops in a disrupted territory along their shared border between... Is that banned in China? Let's have a look. TikTok, surely not. Banned in China because there was too many fucking dance revolutions going on. Banned in China. Let's have a look. TikTok is banned in China, yeah. Chinese apps. Which country banned TikTok? Here we go. Along with India, the US is among the first countries to impose an outright ban on TikTok. That seems... I don't know, man. You know, Zuckerberg becomes a centibillionaire with his new platform to rival TikTok, and then America bans TikTok. Surely it can't be banned now. I've seen fucking American kids on there. You know, like, you know, stuff that goes fucking viral on Facebook. I mean, I'm not on TikTok at all. But there are other countries around the world considering similar measures. Japan is also thinking about imposing a ban on the platform that's nationwide, and Indonesia actually enacted a temporary ban on the platform in 2018. Why? It's kids fucking lip syncing and dancing to shit. I can't see. Can you get TikTok in China? And its sister app Douyin is available in mainland China. Now have an estimated 2 billion. Yeah, it's available there. So it's like India and shit. Oracle chosen as TikTok's tech partner. And make the app disappear. ByteDance need for a TikTok Oracle deal. China is like, I don't know. Anyway, so it's banned in some places. God knows fucking why. Maybe, you can't say people in India don't like to dance either. It's 99.9% of every Bollywood film seems to be dancing about something. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a competition. Who knows? Anyway, for Mark Zuckerberg, that sounds very suspicious as well, doesn't it? It feels like Zuckerberg's fucking pulling the old strings there, being a puppet master, doesn't it? Using a bit of that, like $100 billion that he's got to get TikTok banned in the States. So then he can bring out his Reels thing or whatever it is, and that'll be the next big thing. Let's see how that's is that due out yet? Let's have a little look. We are Googling. Reels is a section in Instagram where users can make 15-second long videos, the same length as a TikTok video, that can be downloaded to their Instagram profile. Yeah. Introducing Instagram Reels. Reels, 5th of August. Oh, that was only a couple of days ago. Reels invites you to create fun videos to share with your friends or anyone on Instagram. Record and edit 15-second multi-clip videos with audio effects and new creative tools. Well, that's probably why then, isn't it? How to use Instagram Reels. Like there's people already fucking on it, isn't there? Bang! Already fucking on the reels to reels, on the reels of steel, aren't they? Like that fucking 15-second video. Why wouldn't you want to be immortalized in a 15-second fucking video? I don't know. Anyway, so Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates are the three, apparently, centibillionaires. 100 billion. I mean, there's some gigs I've done or whatever, and I've thought, that's a nice little payday, that is. A nice weekend, like at the old Jongleurs or something like that. It used to be a nice little payday. Come out with about 500, 550, something like that. And you think, oh, God, that's great. I'll probably buy this, buy that. That's a centibillionaire. That is no Amazon wish list, is it? Nothing. In need of absolute nothing. You could just take all that money, bank it, and your family will never, ever be poor. None of them. Your great, 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 keep going to the nth degree. Grandchild is going to be a rich bastard, aren't they? Not unless, you get some fucking idiot there who's got a gambling habit or something like that. Spunks a fucking 100 billion just to stick it all. I'm not sure many casinos are going to take that bet, to be honest. I'll put the whole lot on fucking red. That's it. I just want to see see what had happened. Jesus. Let's have a little bit more tea here. Talking about money's making me thirsty, baby. Yeah, fucking hell. Having that sort of cash is like, you can cure poverty, not just in a country. You could probably cure poverty in the most poverty-stricken continent, which would be what? South America or fucking Australasia? South America or fucking Africa. Let's have a look at the African debt. See how much debt. African combined debt. African combined debt. Let's have a look. He's Googling like crazy today. As a proportion of gross domestic product, Africa's debt of about 350 billion. Ah, well, yeah, between the lot of them. Between the three of them, they could make a hell of a dent on Africa's debt. The high debt levels impede public investment in infrastructure and human development, and this in turn deters private investment. They could knock a third off that himself. Africa's growing debt crisis. Who is the debt owed to? In total, according to the World Bank, loans to African governments from external lenders amount to 460 billion between. Yeah, but, you know, the West are robbing all of their resources. So, you know, that's probably a part of it, isn't it? If we stop fucking robbing them of all their fucking diamonds and gold and oil and that shit that goes in your mobile phone, you know, they're probably able to be able to get out of that debt. 400, you know, 100 billion. That's unimaginable sort of money, isn't it? It's just, you know, well, you can imagine it, but it just seems you'd never make your way through it, would you? 100 billion. How much is a fucking what you can buy for 100 billion? Greenland. 100 billion. He's Googling like mad today. What you can buy for $100 billion. What can you buy for $152 billion? Buy for $1 billion. Oh, God. This is vague, isn't it? Well, you can buy anything, I suppose, isn't it? You know, you can buy these fucking headphones I'm wearing if you want to pay that much. Fast cars, private jets, super yacht, skyscraper. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Having your own skyscraper in the middle of New York. Hey, you know. Or as, well, Donald Trump sort of like managed to manufacture his own sort of like legacy with that, although I don't think he owns the actual skyscraper, does he? I don't think he actually owns Trump Tower, but I don't know. So anyway, Mark Zuckerberg, if you're looking to tap anybody up for cash, don't think about your friends. 60, what is there? About 60 million people in the UK. He could give an awful lot of money to the people, like to everybody. He could probably take everybody in his own country out of poverty. You could fucking end homelessness, couldn't you? Just build everybody a house. Get down to LA where they're all camping out in the streets, tents, all up in Bel Air and shit like that. So it says on the news anyway. I'm not sure how true that is. But that you got massive fucking Hollywood stars' homes and then fucking tents outside them. You could end all that shit, couldn't you? I don't know, Bill Gates and that sort of thing, like give to charity and stuff. But you think, oh, you know, maybe you could do that now. Maybe, like, you know, you could take $1 billion and just give away the other 99. Couldn't you? I don't know. It's easy for me to say that. I haven't got that sort of money. You're like, well, Ben, if you've got 100 quid in the bank, why don't you just keep a quid of it and give away £99? Fuck you. That's my money. That's what everybody thinks, isn't it? Fuck it hell. What are we on? 19 minutes I've been talking about fucking Centibillionaires. Jesus. There was one thing I saw today, which I'm going to have to Google again because I've just fucking closed it down. That's the only thing. Also, as well, with regards to the Zuckerberg Facebook shit, I have noticed, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but there is more and more ads on Facebook just lately. Just as you're scrolling down your feed and shit like that, there's always sponsored shit now. There's always adverts for shit popping up and that sort of thing. It just seems to have got more and more commercialized. When we first joined Facebook, 2008, something like that, there was an advert. There wasn't adverts popping up in your fucking in Facebook Messenger or anything like that. There wasn't adverts there. There wasn't like constant adverts. There wasn't stuff where you're like talking on the phone to somebody and mention, I don't know, whatever you mention on the phone that you're thinking of buying, and the next minute a fucking ad pops up on Facebook. We're all being listened to, man. We're all being listened to. This is it. It just seems like, I don't know, man. Maybe I want to go back to a flip phone, the old flip phones. At least you only knew that the FBI or the police or the cops or the SAS or whatever were listening into you. Not something fucking putting together fucking algorithms that, you know, are predicting shit that you're going to buy in about 6 months' time. I don't know, man. Hey, man, it's just helping people out find stuff. No, it's not. It's just all about consumerism. Facebook used to be about, hey, man, how you doing? I haven't seen you for years. Oh, that's great. I love a picture of your dinner. Now it's all about buy this fucking shit, buy that shit. Anyway, that's fucking little rant, innit? But I'm still on there, and that's the thing. I'm still on there. And you want to know why? Because I have to be on there. Because they've made us have to be on there. Haven't they? Like people like me, like in your little groups, in your little fucking, you know, forums, your comedy forums and shit like that. They've made us set up everything on Facebook. Everybody connects through Facebook. You know, nobody's really fucking, I know a few people are on TikTok, doing their fucking little dances and shit like that. Which fair play to them, moving with the times. I'm not much of a dancer, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm the sort of person who just like sits in a corner with a fucking beer, judging other people. Hence the reason why I do what I do. But yeah, it's but everything now, isn't it? Everything's for sale, man. Everything's for sale. They just want to sell you shit, or people, you know, they just want to sell the advertising. Here's a fucking hell of a fucking headline and a picture as well. I don't know if you've seen this. What are we on? 22 minutes. Naked man chases wild boar through public park after swine steals his laptop. I like the fact they've used swine there for somebody who was, you know, hey man, it works both ways. Sunbathers in a busy Berlin park were treated to the sight of a naked man chasing after a wild boar which was carrying his belongings. Nobody else is naked in that park. Yeah, everybody else has got clothes on. Even the fucking wild boar has got a fur coat on. Sunbathers, the boar was seen running through the park carrying a bag in its mouth which contained a laptop. The owner of the laptop followed close behind, having been disturbed from a naked sunbathing session. That's what happens. Always keep your drawers on when you're sunbathing in Berlin. I bet he was like, just behind a bush. I'm just going to settle down now. I'll just put all my stuff in my bag and my laptop. You know, your laptop's going to get sticky if you're looking at, you know. I bet he was more concerned about the content, what was on the laptop, rather than getting into the wrong hands. That's it. Fucking hell. Das ist shite. Photos of the incident were shared wildly online after Adele Landauer, a Berlin local, posted them to Facebook. Miss Landau said there were many nude sunbathers at the spot when the boar appeared. It gets them when you're vulnerable, you see. This is what I was saying on the last fucking podcast. Wild boars now. Stealing laptops. That's it. That'll be sold on the black market. The fucking... the wildlife is taking over. They're starting to take the piss a little bit, aren't they? Taking over and shit like that. Anyway, yeah, so he doesn't actually say whether he got the laptop back or not. He's been arrested for downloading pornography. That would be it, wouldn't it? Hey, there we go. A little bit of a pun for you. It's got two meanings, man. Germany is famed for naturism. It is common for sunbathers and swimmers to strip off in the warmer month, and many beaches and public parks permit nudity as part of the Freikörperkultur, which translates to free body culture. Get your wang out here. Get your schnitzel out. Your whatever other sausages are. Also, as we mentioned earlier, now this is one for the ladies out there. I don't know, or people who identify as ladies, or anyone who likes Dirty Dancing films. As mentioned earlier, it was they've announced a Dirty Dancing sequel. Now, I am assuming Patrick Swayze will not be in it. I don't know. Dirty Dancing 2. 2004. What? Dirty Dancing Havana Nights. What? Is that it? What? That goes PG. What? In 1958, Katie and her parents begin a new life in Havana, Cuba, where they meet and falls in love with Javier. Holy shit, they've already done one. Dirty Dancing Havana Nights. Is Dirty Dancing Havana Nights a true story? It's loosely based on the real events from the life of its American choreographer. Yeah. Okay, we don't want that. Dirty Dancing 2 has been officially confirmed. Here we go. Sorry. I've never heard of Dirty Dancing Havana Nights. That's it. And what happens in that way? In Cuba, she probably gets fucking kidnapped. Hey, man, I just want to dance. Nobody puts baby in the boot of a car. If you're not having the time of your life today, this piece of exciting news might lift you right up. Dirty Dancing 2 has been confirmed to be in the works over at Lionsgate. Jennifer Grey is on board to play Baby again. Is she still Baby? She's going to be about 50, surely now. How old's Jennifer Grey? We're Googling like mad today, people. Jennifer Grey, American actress, 60. Holy shit, she looks good for 60 though. Let's have a look. She looks a bit like Rene Russo now. Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey. Here we go. Yeah, she's 60 years old. Jesus. She wants to be careful doing some of them fucking dance moves if she's doing anyone. Nobody puts baby in a coma. Oh, there we go. Nobody puts, I don't know. I can't think of any others. She soon gained, yeah. What was the last film she did? 2020. Oh, she was in Grey's Anatomy, yeah. Who do you think you are? Slid a little bit, isn't she? Slid. I haven't seen her in, a lot of films recently. But yes, the Dirty Dancing sequel, I imagine, like any sequel where they leave it fucking ages like that, it's going to be fucking horrendous, isn't it? We all know it's going to be bad, don't we? I mean, the original film, there's no Swayze in it. God knows who she's. Is she going to be the older person? Then there's a young kid. She could be like the Johnny Castle character, and there's a young lad who comes and carries watermelons or something and gets impressed with her dancing. That could be it. The age gap could be pretty much the same. Let's have a little bit more tea. So that's something that's happening. It is happening. All these sweet sequels and shit like that, they all end up being shit, though, don't they? There's not many where they do a remake or a sequel to it where, like, I don't know, if they did Ghost 2 or something like that, that'd be, they possibly could do that. Get a spirit medium in, contact fucking, Patrick Swayze, do that. I can't see it being any good, to be honest, but, it's probably not a film that's aimed at a 43-year-old emotionally repressed man, white straight guy, is it? You know what I mean? It's not really. They're not going, holy fucking shit, Dirty Dancing 2. We've got this target demographic we want to hit. Straight men aged between 40 and 50. And they just put loads of fucking explosions in it and shit like that. She has literally got to fight for her right to fucking dance. I don't know, people. I don't know. Anyway, on that note, people, we have come to the end of another episode. I know. We're trying to get through these tough times, aren't we? All of us. Episode 132. I will be back on Tuesday. I hope you have a good weekend. Until then, you don't get ill or sniffly or stay away from people. Keep your 2 meters, people. I don't know whether that's true round the world or not, or whether people are just hugging each other and shit like that. I have no idea these days. But we seem to be, adhering by that in this country, the old 2 meters. Anybody gets within 2 meters of you and you just give them a fucking glare. Anyway, as I say, that is episode 132. If you want to message me about anything, it is just podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back Tuesday, motherfuckers. Take care till then. Goodbye.